Hello there, Lawrence KL7L here, and we've had some really bad weather here. I'm not sure we've had a summer at all in Alaska, but hey, it's Alaska. So anyway, it's getting towards fall and the trees are beginning to turn golden, which is a sign of things to come. And when we do that, we sort of try to get some of the antenna work done before the first snows blow in, and or the coaxes freeze up and you can't get them underground. So we've built a doublet, a multiband doublet this last couple of days. And the reason for doing that was I wanted an antenna that fired east and west. I've got a double dipole that fires north and south, which is great over the North Pole and down, I suppose, to the south. But the coverage east and west from here, it's East Coast USA and across to Japan and the western side of Australia is pretty poor. So we built a 88-foot doublet. Oh, there we go, right up there. So this is this is it W7FG, I think it's silent key now. Open wire. 18, I think this is 18 gauge or 14 gauge wire, and I used to sell these little black insulators. They clip in, and the nominal impedance is probably, I don't know, around about 600 ohms, I suppose. And we got those clipped every couple of feet up to the center insulator, and then from the center insulator, oops, get my finger away, it's 44 feet either side, so 44 feet from the insulator to the center, and 44 feet from the other side to the insulator. And you're wondering why I didn't, given the space I've got here, why I didn't put in a full 135-foot top, which is seems to be the gospel, and works really well on 80 and all other bands as well. But I read some information about trying to control the radiation pattern on every band from 20, 30, 40 and 80 meters. And if we go any further than 88 feet, the lobe breaks up. Instead of being east and west, it sort of starts, depending on which band you're on, it starts firing off in all sorts of directions. And I don't want it. I want it to fire that way, which is east, and that way my back towards the west. And we do that by keeping the lengths manageable, so they're 1 and a bit wavelengths maximum. So it still has a dipole type of look to it with a bit of gain, I suppose, and it works much better. Also, it's eliminating some. There was a lobe with it 135 foot. My neighbor over there has got something really bad, and there was a lobe on 10 megahertz that was firing that direction with the full 135 foot top. So anyway, we reduced it to 88 feet, and down it comes. Nothing like these. These are these old electric fence insulators, which I think I got from Scotland, and it comes into homebrew 4-to-1 balun, rated at a couple of kilowatts. I think there's 261 type ferrites wound to produce 4-to-1 ratio, and a very short length of LMR 400 into this large MFJ tuning unit. I suppose we could have gone wire. This is balanced this side, and then coax the other side. So unbalanced, sort of balanced to unbalanced. But with this length of coax, I don't think it's going to be a large issue loss-wise. And then a large lump of LMR 400 back to the shack. So the nice thing is that this has actually worked out quite well, and incredible. When you looked at the interference that I had on 30 meters on 10 megahertz with the full 135 foot top, with that lobe beaming towards my neighbor, and then shorten it, and it's tightened up the radiation pattern to fire east and west, and the interference is in the noise now, so to speak. Another job done, and hopefully we stay snowless for a bit longer. All the best from Alaska on this, is it the 4th or 5th of September already? Incredible. KL7L.